everybody, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. So today's video, I'm so excited, I'm so giddy. So today's video, as you saw by the title, we'll be trying the new Lys, where's it at? Concealer! OM freaking G. I didn't even know this happened. So anyway, if you guys like this video, definitely give it a thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button, and without further ado, let's just get started. I, of course, had to start off with my Lys Speak Love Glossy Lip Treatment Oil. So freaking good. It's basically like a lip gloss, honestly. But you can kind of use it universally, I don't know, as a lip gloss, lip treatment, the whole nine. It's so good. I cannot wait till they come out with more lip products. I'm going to do like some of my makeup as I just chit chat about, you know, Lys is my experience with them. This one I can't talk through though. But so far, I love the brand. One of my favorites. So good. They came out and they really just, you know, showed off, and I love that. I think I would like this one. I don't know. There are a few brands that I talk about like this, talk like this about. Sorry. And they're the brands that just kind of beat to their own drum. They're not releasing what everyone else is releasing. They're not trying to, you know, catch up with the iconic brands. They're not doing that. They're just releasing what they want to release when they want to release it. And I love that because then their products come out so good. Like, they are truly just amazing products. And you know, there are some things that I'm like, okay, why would you do this? Like, well, they came out with a cream blush and then a powder bronzer and powders, and the only cream product they have is cream blush. I'm like, why? Why? But, you know, whatever. But I just, you know, I love it. And a lot of people love the cream blushes, so it's okay anyway. I personally am so about them, but that's cream blush in general. But either way, my point is just that, like, I love how, like, unapologetically they are themselves. They are. And one of the most iconic things about the brand is that they just, you know, do their thing when they want to do their thing, you know. So next we're going to go with the Lys Triple Fix Serum Foundation. I have two shades, TG7, which is like, oh my gosh, so dark, and TG1. So I think we're going to try TG1. This one might be a little too light for me, but the other shade, TG7, was way too dark, so I needed a replacement. And this is the only foundation I have two shades in because I know ever, like, even if it's a bad shade for me, I'm like, we'll make it work. But this foundation is so good that I really wanted it to just be my shade. I just wanted it to be my shade. Wow, it is. This foundation is really nice, like more medium coverage, but it's very lightweight and skin-like. I love this foundation because it can kind of go whichever direction you want it to go by like the primers you use or whatever. I don't think, like, I think a lot of skin types can get use out of this foundation. This is one, like, when I start my makeup kit, I want to have on hand just because it's that really lightweight skin-like kind of finish that I know a lot of people, like brides, like people who just want everyday makeup, like those kind of people who really enjoy, because it's such a nice foundation. But well, it's not expensive, it's $20, but $20 is a lot to get a bunch of skin tones. Whatever, it's okay. If you guys don't know, Lys, love yourself. People say Lys Beauty. It's not Lys Beauty. I even watched this like video where they're like, no, it's Lys. But just so you guys know, love yourself. Such a cute, like, very nice, what is the word? Like, it's already off the bat, one of the nicest things about the brand is that, like, it's telling you to love yourself, and I love that. The packaging, 10 out of 10. All right, now let's go to the juicy stuff to see if this phone, oh my gosh, it's alive. Wow, idiot. It's about to die, and I thought that it was off, so I could just turn it back on. But anyway, it's okay. This is the Lys Beauty Triple Fix Full Coverage Brightening Concealer with hyaluronic acid, turmeric, ashwagandha. It's vegan, cruelty-free, gluten-free. It's super interesting. Their packaging is always, like, whatever. Like, always amazing. So this is $18 at Sephora. And obviously you can get it off of Lys Beauty's website as well. Let me see here. Ooh, she's massive. Wow, this is a big concealer. I'm trying to think. Like, this is the e.l.f. Brightening Concealer, so it's pretty close. This is the Catrice, like, big, freaking thick one. It's pretty close to that as well. Wow. That's crazy. She's a big mama. I don't mind, though. So it says, again, it's a liquid formula clean at Sephora, which, again, is a big thing about this brand is that it's a clean brand. It says good for dark spots, good for dark circles, full coverage, long wearing. The only thing that is shocking me is that it's full coverage. Like, I wouldn't have pictured that from an LYS brand, but that's okay. I mean, but I don't mind. If it's natural, say, yes, it's a natural finish. If it looks nice and is not drying or anything under my eyes, I don't mind if it's full coverage for concealer. It says a luxurious, rich, ultra creamy concealer that helps visibly brighten, conceal, and nourish the complexion with a skin-like finish. Love that. Again, full coverage, natural, liquid, okay. Wow, ashwagandha acts as a powerful herb to help combat skin stress and visible signs of aging. Obviously, hyaluronic acid hydrates. And then turmeric provides antioxidant protection, brightens, and helps even and soothe skin. Wow. It says this flexible concealer satisfies the craving for coverage while adding a healthy, natural finish to the skin. It is designed to build a layer without settling into fine lines and pores. It is self-setting and designed designed with both the face and under eye area in mind. That's a bold claim, buddy. You don't have to set it. I set my under eyes. I literally pulled out a powder just so I could set my under eyes. I'm scared. Okay, let's see. Let's just see. We'll just go with it. Okay. This mirror right now on ColourPop is like $4, just so you're clear. Okay. I don't even know what to do. I'm scared. Okay. Wow, this is so long. It's crazy, actually. Wow. My gosh. This is a nice, small doe foot. I like a big doe foot because then, oh gosh, Marissa. Just because it goes like across the face a lot easier, but wow, okay. So I got the shade TG1, which was obviously the shade, not obviously, was the shade of the foundation. Was the same numbers as the foundation, but honestly looks a little bit darker, which is irritating because I thought that they would be compatible because they're the same number, but whatever. I thought wrong. Although they're pretty close enough that it doesn't, like, it just doesn't brighten, which is fine. But I thought maybe it was going to be like a lighter, I don't know. I thought they were going to like correspond, basically. Correspond, is that the word? I don't know. Whoa! Oh. I was like this. Okay, so I don't think it looks full coverage, really, but it looks nice. Definitely like covered up my darkness. I look like awake on this side and I look dead on this side. I'm gonna add a different layer. I'm gonna add a second layer and we'll go see what happens then. I'm having trouble. This doe foot like doesn't want to go back in there. I'm having trouble. This packaging is like so freaking cute. Are we kidding? Wow, that would definitely build the coverage. I think it's pretty buildable. It looks really nice. Very skin-like, like very, like it doesn't look crepey or dry or anything. Like it looks super nice. So I'm very impressed. I'm going to do the other eye and then I'll tell you like the same things over and over again because that's what YouTubers do here. Okay, so while I'm just blending this out, there are a couple things that I'm noticing, which is like it's not the concealer's fault, if you will. So if you look at this eye here, you can see it's starting to settle my lines. Like my lines will never go away. I don't fault a concealer for that. But this is the reason why I would set it, because I have a very hydrating primer on. Like the foundation is pretty like it's not matte, you know, so it's not gonna it's gonna add a little bit of moisture to the under eye area or wherever if you like got some under there or whatever. But if not, either way, there's primer under there, your moisturizer from the morning, whatever it is that you put on, it's gonna add moisture to your under eye at some point, and so it's gonna crease with the concealer. You know, it's not gonna help that unless you like do, I don't know, whatever. I don't know if you put matte. I don't even know. I don't know. But either way, I'm gonna set it because to me, I don't know why people would want a concealer that doesn't set. I mean why would people want to not set a concealer? I can't focus. I just think that I also think that the concealer, the texture, whatever that's called, like the formula it's too skin-like for it to be like to set itself. Like, why did I just do that? Wow. For it to like set itself, if you will. Like I don't see how this formula would be able to, just because it's so skin-like and not matte. It's a little bit more creamy and like, again, skin-like. So I don't know. It just seems like it wants to, you know, melt into the skin, which will then make it melt into the under eyes, you know? Does that make any sense to anyone? I don't know. There's not a concealer that I don't set, so, you know, there's also that, but to me it's just a weird bragging right. It's weird, like, you don't have to set us. Like, I just don't even do it. Just don't bother. Why? I think the Jaclyn Cosmetics concealer, but that one at least, the Jaclyn concealer is at least drying. It's at least more matte, if you will. So obviously if you don't set it, it's because it's matte. So it's like pretty dry already. It's not like, you know, melting and like becoming like skin-like. It's matte. So it's gonna like, you know, so far I freaking love it, honestly. Not even gonna lie. This combination of my like base right now, I look stunning. Literally stunning. Alright, before I go in with that, let's go in with the cream blush. We're just going to take the cream blush, Higher Standard Satin Matte Cream Blush in the shade Self Love. And just hit it on my cheeks here. For $18 is a great price for a concealer, honestly, for a high-end concealer at this quality, because it's so beautiful and it looks really nice. So far, I freaking a 10 out of 10 recommend. And the only way I don't recommend it is if you're really expecting it to be self-setting. And, you know, who knows? If you're someone like, I guess a certain skin type, it might, I don't know. Because I have dry skin, but I put on a lot of hydrating, glowy products, like my moisturizer and stuff, so I don't think it'll ever self-set on my face. But, you know, you never know, so I guess maybe it might work on some people. I just don't think, I wouldn't like get it because you want it to be self-setting, you know? Like, I wouldn't bet on that, honestly. So pretty. Alright, and now we're going to go in with the Triple Fix setting powder in the shade Resilience. I do love the brand. A lot of these products are good. They're, you know, nothing like super extraordinary, like out of like, this is just a setting powder. It does a really good job at that. It's not drying, but like so many setting powders have hit the mark that this one doesn't, like it doesn't make this one any more special, if you will. But I love that because, you know, they're great staples just to keep in your collection, to have in your collection. And I love that. My blush definitely disappeared, so I'm just gonna bring it back to life. Like same with the bronzer I'm about to use. To me, it's just a nice basic matte bronzer, and you know, you can't really go wrong with it. But that being said, I feel like the foundation, even the glossy lip, the concealer so far, these seem to be products that are like, you know, game changing. Like they're revolutionary, you know, they're doing big things because they're so good. But everything else just kind of seems like to me like just a basic, it's just a basic matte bronzer. It's the No Limits matte bronzer in the shade Harmony. Like you can't really mess that up. I mean, I guess you can, but like, you'd have to try harder to mess it up than to make it work. Blue Star. We're gonna go with this fan brush. Let me go with this. It's Thanos and the stones. We're gonna go with the LAS Aim High Pressed Highlighter in the shade Brave. These are nice too. Their formula is so interesting because it's a little bit more creamy, but it's so nice. They're so like, ugh, just stunning. Stunning. Yeah. Concealer under eyes just looks better and better the more I just stare at my face, because it just like sits so perfectly with this face. Ah! Obsessed. Note to you guys though, go down a shade if you're looking for brightening, because the shade that I got obviously looks just like the skin tone. I'm gonna do my eyebrows and some mascara. I'll be back. Okay, I'm just gonna show you because this is exactly what I mean, like under the eyes, like on top of the lids, you can see how it just like settled into those creases. And it's like, it's just because, you know, the idea that it won't like, I don't know, the idea that it's self-setting just means that like, you probably have to wear products that are literally like, just literally matte, reduce shine, reduce glow, anything like that. Just all hydration, just so that it sets on top of it, because if the base is already like a little bit like creamier, more hydrated, it won't set. So I wouldn't what the heck, I wouldn't base this concealer off, like I wouldn't I can't speak today, but I wouldn't just, like, you know how concealers are known for things like Tarte Shape Tape is known for being full cover, like these things. I wouldn't make this one known that it's, like, I wouldn't give this the badge of honor for being self-setting. I don't think that's what this concealer deserves. I just don't. Okay. I just needed to jump on and mention that quick. So far, this concealer is really nice. I really like it. I think it's nice and skin-like it says. Very natural finish, like not too glowy, not too hydrating, not too matte. It's the perfect skin natural finish. I do really like it. I don't think it's self-setting, my opinion, my face. So I guess it's up to you. Like, if you want to try it, if you want to try it out as self-setting, go for it. For me personally, I set my under eyes anyway, so even if it was, I might set it anyway. I 10 out of 10 though. I love it. I think it's so beautiful. It really just, finishes off the face. I cannot wait to see, look at this brand. I cannot wait to see what more they come out with, because so far it's just all hits. There's so many. The only thing I don't like is the primer that they have, but that's because it's also gripping. So more for people with oily skin. So everything else though, true star, and I 10 out of 10 recommend. For $18, you can't go wrong so far. That's it for this video, guys. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.